Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the Sega Game Gear Mega Gear, and I figured we could put in this game here. Donald Duck's Lucky Dime. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now this is a fun side-scrolling action game here for the old Game Gear, and I figured we could play this one on the big screen. It'll make it a little easier to see. It's got a little bit of an intro to it. It's not super long, but we'll let it roll through here anyway. And there's our intro. So, as you can see at the beginning here, we have Huey, Dewey, and Louie, who were basically abducted and taken as prisoners here, as well as their lucky dimes were all taken that Uncle Scrooge had given them. So, the objective here is to go and save each one of them. You can go in any order you like, so it doesn't matter which way you go here. Maybe we'll start down here. But the game is quite challenging in the fact that the enemies will do some random stuff and really try to take you out here. You'll notice that you have your heart meter, or you have your hit meter over in the upper left-hand corner. And if you have one of these, this one will allow you to get hit twice. If you have two, then you can get hit 3 times, etc. This one here will give you an extra hit, which is very useful, so... But the game really does test you. It tests your patience, and if you go too fast, you'll wind up dying really quickly here, but... It is a really cool game for the Game Gear. Sometimes you gotta wait for enemies to come and charge you. If not, you'll wind up really hurting yourself here. But you can duck as well, so which is what you have to do a lot in this game. It's hard to tell what's going to come at you. And I believe if you get 4 of these in a row, I think you get a free guy. So if you hear that sound for getting 4 in a row, I believe that's a free life. So that's another free life there. But the music is really catchy. And the game is quite tricky. So, it's a really good combination here. And the game does get more challenging as you go further. The stages aren't very long, but I think we'll be coming up here on one of our bosses quite soon. There's another star. Oh, nice. And the bosses, you just have to jump on their head or just randomly hit them, like this guy here. And there's our boss. A little bit quick there and quite sloppy, but you can see that it doesn't take much to get through it. And once you clear the first 3 stages, getting Huey, Dewey, and Louie, you wind up going to get your dimes, or the 3 dimes back. So, it says like, Huey, are you okay? But we have to rescue the others, so. There's 1 stage down, and we've got 2 left here to go, so we'll go ahead and jump into the next stage. But the first time you play it, you might find yourself just like really getting a bit frustrated, because the game does have some difficult parts to it. As you can see here, you don't instantly die when you fall into the water, but it does bring you into the water world, and this can be quite hard here if you don't play it very cautiously. There's a couple of points in here where the enemies will kind of float around at just a level where it can hit you, and can't get past it. But this will bring us back out of the water again, so. But there's many different. Wow, no, I fell in the water again. But many different interesting things about this game here. Let's see if we can do this without dying. This is going to be much more difficult this time around, considering we only have 1 hit. Get up there. And you'll notice that the water stage changes a bit, so. And this will bring us up to our next section here. Let's see. Will they come back? Maybe no. And this should be close to our next boss. Yep. So this boss here, you just have to jump on his head. And he does take quite a few hits. But you really got to be careful on where you hit him. There we go. And there's the end of our second stage here. But it's a really fun game to get into. And it's a lot of fun to play on the old big screen here. And same kind of situation. So, Dewey, are you okay? Yeah, but we have to get Louie. So. And our last stage here. This one is probably one of the more challenging ones, just because of the stuff that you can't see in this stage. But by pressing our first button here, we can use our hammer. We can also get discs as like a disc shot. But the amount of items that the enemies throw here is quite random. Sometimes you'll get diamonds, sometimes you'll get... Sometimes you'll get extra life. I don't know if we're gonna make it here to the next part, because we only got 1 hit. Like that, so you gotta be careful. Just never know what's lurking around in the trees, so that's what makes this stage a bit more complicated. See if we can do a little bit better with this one. I find this boss, too, at the end of this stage a little bit more challenging than the normal bosses in the other stages. Ah, there we go. That'll help out. Not falling for that one again. But you'll notice, too, that if you hit them at the wrong time, they'll come flying back at you. And this stage is especially difficult in the fact that if you mistime one of the jumps here, it'll instantly throw you into a pit, or yeah, you just won't make it to the end of the stage here. So I think we're coming up towards the next part. This part's quite hard with the leaves here. Oh no, free guy. Oh, I got it and didn't have any place to stand for the platform, so that was a big mistake there. Probably should have avoided that one, because what it'll do is it'll bring you to the beginning of the stage again, so yeah. You can see how difficult it is and the challenge that it has to it. Let's see if we can get through this a little bit faster this time. This time we're not going to go for the free guy, just because it's a bit dangerous there. Arg. Hopefully we can get enough kind of health power-ups here. Ah, that came flying way back too fast. Whoa. It's gonna keep flying, I think. We missed that one too. So, well, at least we can get this free guy up here. But I would like to get one more of those hits so I don't instantly die again. But nonetheless, just want to share with you guys a little bit of look at what Donald Duck and his Lucky Dime is like here for the old Sega Game Gear. And it is a pretty fun game that is quite hard. Has a really challenging difficulty factor to it, so it'll keep you on your toes, but nonetheless, oh no, this one's not gonna, oh, I did it, okay. Nonetheless, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Watching some Lucky Dime death here. This one's gonna be instant death. Okay, and here's our boss. This guy's a bit more hard, I think, because he moves around quite a bit, and shouldn't be too much more. There we go. Just barely. And the story progresses onward, and just when you think it's all over, it's not, it's just beginning. So, just asked if everything's okay, and he said, yeah, but all of the crows, the black crows, have the dimes, so you have to go and defeat each one of these guys here. And once again, you can choose any order you like. But yeah, if you stuck on this long, then great. This is a very challenging section here of the game. That's kind of fun. You gotta watch out for the fire there too, because when it hits the ground you can also die from it. And when you come up to the door here, you can press up on the D-pad to go in the door. It's got some pretty cool stage designs. This one's quite tricky. You can see there. the platforming in this one is quite hard. That one was cheap. And if I die around here, it'll just start me at the beginning of the stage again. Should have either rushed that or waited, but it'll start me at the beginning of this stage here again if we die. Wow. Didn't make it. No. It's quite tricky there at the end. Overjumped. This might be good enough for a video, guys, and don't think we're gonna make it any further than this. We can try, but oh my goodness, it went so much easier and so much better the first time around. We got 3 players left. Can we do this? Oh my god. This is just death and dying left and right. 2 more chances to do it. Can we do it? Last chance. Oh my gosh. It's kind of hard because as you're trying not to fall off, that one was too slow. But that's the end there, guys. I think that's good enough. So, yeah, once again, pretty cool game here. Donald Duck's Lucky Dime, and it's got a challenge to it. But thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys here next time.